Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is your boy Ears. Hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. And in this video, we're going over the top 10 best class setups to use right now in Black Ops Cold War. I figured it'd be a perfect time to drop a 10 best class setup video because I know some of you guys are leveling up your favorite weapons and probably wondering what attachments as well as what perks to use once you guys level up your weapon to its full capacity. Now I've put together 10 class setups of weapons that I've fully leveled up, organized them neatly in a private match, and provided all of the best attachments as well as replacement class setups you guys can use while you're still leveling up these weapons, so nobody is left out. So with all that being said, the like goal on this video is going to be 500 likes. If you guys want to see any more best class setups, best settings, tips and tricks, or potential gameplay breakdown where I break down and analyze my gameplay or potentially break down and analyze your gameplay to help you guys improve, make sure you guys absolutely smash like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on those post notifications. Now, for our first class setup, we've been looking at the AK-47, which is in my opinion one of the best, if not the best assault rifles to use here in Black Ops Cold War. Let's go ahead and look at the attachments that make this weapon so good. So we're going to be starting off with the muzzle, and we're going to be using the GRU suppressor. Not only does this attachment add muzzle flash concealment, but it's also going to add recoil control. Now, if you guys do not have the GRU suppressor unlocked, I recommend you guys going ahead and running the regular suppressor in the meantime. Now, for the second attachment, we're running the 20-inch Spetsnaz RPK barrel, which is going to add damage range, as well as bullet velocity. Now, if you guys do not have this barrel unlocked, I recommend you guys going ahead and running the 18.2 barrel as a replacement. It's still going to be effective, but you're not going to have that increased damage that the Spetsnaz RPK barrel does give you. Now, for the third attachment, we're running the Spetsnaz grip. This is overall going to be the best underbarrel for this weapon because it's going to add vertical as well as horizontal recoil control. If you guys do not have the Spetsnaz grip unlocked, I recommend you guys going ahead and running the foregrip on this weapon. Now, for the fourth attachment, running the GRU elastic wrap, which overall is the absolute best handle to run on the AK-47. It's going to add aim down sight time, blitz resistance, as well as aiming while going to prone. You can drop shot with this handle. Now, if you guys do not have this elastic wrap unlocked, the second best option is going to be the drop shot wrap, which is going to allow you to have flinch resistance as well as aiming while going to prone. Still pretty solid, but yet not that good as the GRU elastic wrap. And then finally, we're running the KGB skeletal stock, which is going to add plus 30% sprint to fire time, as well as aiming while moving. This is going to allow you to walk around, aim down sights, and in turn, winning a lot more of your close range gunfights. Now, if you guys do not have this stock unlocked, I actually recommend you guys going ahead and selecting a magazine attachment and running the 40-round speed mag on your AK-47. It's going to be a good replacement, but once you guys unlock the KGB skeletal stock, I recommend you guys going ahead and equipping that on your AK-47 class setup. Now, for the secondary, I have on the Gallo SA-12. I run this on all of my class setups in Black Ops Cold War. It's a reliable secondary, but at the same time, if you guys find an AR or an SMG on the ground, I recommend you guys going ahead and swapping this secondary out for another primary weapon in this game. So for the Gallo SA-12, I like to run it with the duckbill choke. I like to run it with the 24.8-inch task force barrel. I like to use it with the SWAT 5mm laser. I also like to run the Stenag 12-round tube, and then finally the marathon stock on this weapon. Now for the tactical, lethal, as well as field upgrade, I'm always running the stem shot, the C4, as well as the jammer. And for my perks and my wild cards, I have these the same on all of my classes. I found the perfect 6-perk build for every single class setup in this game, which is going to be Flak Jacket, Tactical Mask, Gearhead, Scavenger, Ghost, as well as Ninja. You can completely alleviate and counter all of the BS elements in Black Ops Cold War, and in turn, still being able to run 2 field upgrades, which is going to be the jammer, disorienting your enemy, and also never running out of ammo, and also being off of the radar at all times. Overall, a fantastic build. I recommend you guys going ahead and running this wild card perk, as well as tactical, lethal, and field upgrade on every single class setup here in Black Ops Cold War. Now, for my second class setup, I'm running the XM4. Now, the XM4, in my opinion, is another solid assault rifle in this game. For the XM4, we're running an optic, which is going to be the Microflex LED. Overall, a fantastic optic for this weapon. I like to be accurate and pinpoint with the XM4 because it has low recoil. So for the barrel, we're running the 13.7-inch takedown barrel. If you guys do not have this barrel unlocked, I recommend you guys running the 13.5-inch reinforced heavy barrel. I'm running the field agent grip. If you guys do not have the field agent grip unlocked, I recommend you guys using the foregrip for the XM4. For the magazine, I have on the Salvo 50-round fast mag. If you guys do not have the 50-round fast mag, the 40-round speed mag will be a fantastic replacement until you guys get it unlocked. And then for the handle, I'm running the airborne elastic wrap. And you guys guessed it, if you guys do not have the airborne elastic wrap unlocked for the XM4, you guys can go ahead and run the drop shot wrap as a replacement. And you guys can see here, I have the same exact secondary, tactical, lethal, field upgrade, as well as perks and wildcards because they are perfect and they counter all of the BS here in Black Ops Cold War. Now, for the third class setup, we're going to be looking at the M16, which is still viable and still effective after the nerf. So for the M16, we're starting off with an optic. I like to run the quick dot LED on this weapon because I want to be precise and place my burst accurately because you can still get a consistent one burst kill with this weapon with the proper class setup. Now for the second attachment, I'm running the 20.5-inch Task Force barrel, which is going to add damage, effective damage range, as well as bullet velocity. If you guys do not have the Task Force barrel unlocked for your M16, I recommend you guys running the 15.9-inch Strike Team barrel as a replacement. Now, for the third attachment, I'm running the Field Agent foregrip, but if you guys do not have this foregrip unlocked, I recommend you guys going ahead and running the front grip as a replacement. Now, for the handle, again, I'm running the airborne elastic wrap. In my opinion, the absolute best handle in the entire game. But if you guys do not have this handle unlocked for your M16, you guys can go ahead and run the drop shot wrap because it's going to still give you flinch resistance as well as aiming while going to prone, which is very effective here when using the M16. And then finally, I'm running the Raider pad, which is going to add sprint to fire time and allowing me to walk around while aim down sights a lot faster, allowing me to stay on target and in turn winning more close range gunfights because I can pre-aim as well as pre-fire with a burst weapon that is capable of getting a consistent one burst kill at close range as well as medium ranges and honestly long ranges when placed to the head. Overall, a solid attachment to use on the M16. Now, if you guys do not have the Raider pad unlocked for this weapon, I do recommend going ahead and putting on a magazine, specifically the 45-round speed mag, so you guys can get more burst down range, and overall it's going to be a solid replacement until you guys get the Raider pad unlocked for this gun. Now, for the remainder of the class setup, I still have the Gallo SA-12, the Stem Shot, C4, Jammer, and the same perks as well as wildcards because they work perfectly with this class setup. Now, for the fourth class setup, I'm using the AUG, which is devastating in Black Ops Cold War. One of the best tactical rifles in the entire game. Honestly, a lot of people like to say this is the best gun in the entire game. Now for the AUG, I have on a similar build as my M16 because all the tactical rifles kind of work together in tandem. You guys can use a lot of these same attachments across the board, which is fantastic. So for the optic, I'm running the quick dot LED so I can place my burst accurately at ranges. I'm running the 19.8 Task Force barrel, which is going to add damage, effective damage range, as well as bullet velocity. If you guys do not have the Task Force barrel unlocked on the AUG, you guys can run the 18.2 Strike Team barrel. It's going to be a fantastic replacement. For the third attachment, I'm running the Field Agent foregrip. If you guys do not have this unlocked on the AUG, you guys can go ahead and put on the front grip. For my handle, I have on the airborne elastic wrap, and again, a fantastic replacement is going to be the drop shot wrap for this weapon. And then finally, I have on the Raider pad, again, so I can have increased sprint to fire time, as well as walking around while aim down sight, so I can pre-fire, pre-aim, as well as land a consistent one burst kill to the head at close range, medium range, as well as long ranges. And if you guys do not have this attachment unlocked for the AUG, the 45 round speed mag is going to be a great substitute, allowing you to get more burst down range and in turn potentially getting more kills in the process. Now for the 5th class setup, we'll be looking at the DMR, which is disgusting. This is one of the most underrated weapons in Black Ops Cold War as of right now. It recently received a fire rate buff and it is phenomenal. It is on par to, I honestly say, the Black Ops 2 FAL, if you guys played that game and understand how disgusting that weapon was in that Call of Duty. So for the attachments, again, I'm running the quick.led, I'm running the 20.8 inch task force barrel. The 17.1 strike team barrel is a fantastic replacement. I have on the field agent foregrip. Again, another replacement is going to be the front grip for this weapon. The 4th attachment is going to be the airborne elastic wrap. Another replacement is going to be the drop shot wrap. And then finally, I am also running the Raider pad. You guys guessed it. So I can walk around, aim down sight, pre-fire, and in turn, landing a 2-shot consistent kill at close range, medium range, as well as long ranges with this weapon. And another replacement, if you guys do not have the Raider pad, is going to be the 30 round speed mag on this weapon. Another good substitute for the DMR 14, aka the M14 here in Black Ops Cold War. Same exact secondary, stem shot, C4, jammer, perks, as well as wild cards for this class setup. Now, for our 6th class setup, we're going to be looking at the MP5, which is one of the best SMGs to use in Black Ops Cold War. So for the MP5, the attachments we're going to be running are going to be the agency suppressor. Now, if you guys do not have the agency suppressor unlocked on the MP5 yet, the sound suppressor is going to be a fantastic replacement. Now, for the barrel, we're going to be running the 9.5 inch task force barrel, which is going to add damage, effective damage range, as well as bullet velocity. A fantastic replacement for this barrel is going to be the rifled barrel, which is going to add effective damage range as well. So if you guys do not have the task force barrel unlocked, I recommend you guys going ahead and putting on the rifled barrel. Now for the 3rd attachment, we're running the field agent grip. Another replacement for this grip is going to be the foregrip. For the 4th attachment, it's going to be the 40 round speed mag. Luckily, this is going to be a very early unlock for the MP5, so you guys can run this immediately as you guys start leveling it up. And then finally, we're running the airborne elastic wrap for this weapon. Overall, one of the best handles to use on an MP5 or any SMG for that matter. It's going to add aim down sight time, blitz resistance, and you guys guessed it, aiming while going to prone, which is better than ever for all of the SMGs on this game. But a fantastic replacement is going to be the drop shot wrap, which is going to add flinch resistance as well as aiming while going to prone when using this SMG. Again, I have the same exact secondary, tactical, lethal, field upgrade, perks, as well as wild cards. For my AR build, those are going to be the same for my SMG builds. Now, for the 7th class setup, it's going to be the Milano 828, aka the Uzi, here in Black Ops Cold War. Now, we're not going to run an optic, a muzzle, but we are going to be running a barrel on this weapon. It's going to be the 10.6 task force barrel. Now, it's going to be a very important attachment when running this weapon because you want to increase that damage as well as the bullet velocity with this weapon. This gun does not have good bullet velocity off rip, so if you guys do not have the task force barrel unlocked, you're actually going to want to run the ranger barrel on this weapon, believe it or not, to increase that bullet velocity when using this gun, so you guys can actually land your shots downrange as quickly as possible when running this SMG. Now, for the 2nd attachment, running the field agent grip. If you guys do not have this unlocked, run the foregrip on this gun. We're running the 55 round drum. Now, this is going to be a relatively early unlock with the Milano, aka the Uzi. But if you guys do not have this unlocked on your class setup, you guys can run the 45 round speed mag as a replacement. Now, for our handle, we're running the airborne elastic wrap again. The best handle to run for any SMG. But if you guys do not have this unlocked for your Milano, run the drop shot wrap. And then we're actually going to be running the Raider stock, which is going to be allowing us to have sprint to fire time as well as aiming while moving, which is incredibly effective on a high damage submachine gun. Now, if you guys do not have this unlocked yet on your Milano, another replacement is going to be the Marathon stock, which is going to add sprint to fire time so you guys can ready your weapon faster off sprint and in turn winning more gunfights. Again, I have the same exact secondary, tactical, lethal, as well as field upgrade, perks, and wildcard for this class setup that I use for my MP5 as well. Now, for the 8th class setup, it's going to be the AK-74U, which is on par with the MP5. Now, for this, we're going to be running a muzzle, the GRU suppressor. If you guys do not have the GRU suppressor unlocked for your 74U, I recommend you guys running the sound suppressor as a replacement. Now, for our barrel, we're running the 10.3 Task Force barrel. If you guys do not have this barrel unlocked for the 74U, I recommend you guys running the 8.4 rifled barrel, another good replacement for the Task Force barrel. For the underbarrel, running the Spetsnaz grip. Again, if you guys do not have this unlocked, you guys can run the foregrip on your class setup. For the magazine, running the 40 round speed mag. Again, another very early unlock for this weapon. And for our final attachment, we're going to be running the GRU elastic wrap. And again, another replacement for this attachment is going to be the drop shot wrap, because it's going to be an overall effective attachment to use on any SMG, allowing us to aim while going to prone. Now, for our 9th class setup, we're going to be checking out the Bullfrog, which is going to be one of the most underrated SMGs in this game. It is devastating. You can spray and pray. You could take out like 10 plus players at a single time with this weapon. Let's go ahead and go over the class setup. So for the Bullfrog, we're starting off with the muzzle. We're running the GRU suppressor. Again, if you guys do not have this unlocked for the Bullfrog, run the sound suppressor. We're using the 7.4-inch Task Force barrel for increased damage, effective range, as well as bullet velocity. If you guys do not have the Task Force barrel unlocked on the Bullfrog, run the Liberator barrel, which is going to add plus 100% bullet velocity. Again, the bullet velocity on the Bullfrog is not that solid, so the Liberator barrel is going to be very, very solid for this weapon. We're going to be running the Spetsnaz grip, so if you guys do not have this unlocked for the Bullfrog, go ahead and run the foregrip. And for our 4th attack, we're running the Stanag 85 round magazine. This is amazing on this gun. I love running this because you can spray and pray and take out the entire team 2 times over. It's fantastic. I recommend you guys going ahead and putting this on your class setup. It is a relatively early unlock for the Bullfrog as well, so go ahead and spray and pray throughout the entire leveling process of this gun. And then finally, we're running the GRU elastic wrap. And again, another replacement for this handle is going to be the drop shot wrap, allowing us to have flinch resistance as well as aiming while going to prone. You guys can see here I have the same exact secondary, lethal, tactical, field upgrade, perks, as well as the wild cards for this class setup. Just disgusting. Now finally, we're checking out a low-key assault rifle build that I don't see a lot of people running here in Black Ops Cold War, which is going to be the Krig 6. Now the Krig 6 is different because you do not have the stereotypical attachments as the XM4 or the AK-47. So for the Krig 6, we're running a Microflex LED for our optic, again, so we can stay as accurate as possible and hit our shots. This is going to be a very accurate assault rifle. Now, we're not running a muzzle, a barrel, or body on this weapon. We're going to be going ahead and running an underbarrel, which is going to be the Field Agent grip. If you guys do not have this unlocked, run the foregrip. Now, we're also going to be running the Salvo 50 round fast mag. The same reason I run this on the Krig 6 is the same reason I run it on the XM4. Very accurate. You can get shots down target accurately at range, which is super helpful when using this weapon. We're running the Airborne Elastic Wrap. If you guys do not have this unlocked on the Krig 6, run the Drop Shot Wrap. And finally, running the Raider stock, so we can walk around while aiming down sights and allowing us to win more gunfights. Now, if you guys actually do not have the Raider stock unlocked on the Krig 6, you guys actually can go over to the barrel, and I recommend you guys going ahead and running the 19.7 takedown barrel. As you guys can see here, there is no strike team barrel that's actually effective on this weapon. So go ahead and run the takedown barrel. Going to be your next best option when running the Krig 6. These are going to be the top 10 best class setups to use here in Black Ops Cold War as of right now. If you guys found this video helpful, or check out any of these class setups and potentially drop your highest skill gameplay or just maybe your first snook, make sure you guys absolutely smash like button on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on those post notifications. With that being said, I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.